Hi, in this video I'd like to tell you something about how to handle large files in Git. So Git is by default designed for source files, text files, but nothing huge or nothing binary. And it's also not really efficient if it comes to huge files or binary files. But fortunately there's a solution for that. This is called Git LFS, which stands for Git Large File Storage. This is not part officially of Git, it's like an open source extension for that. And I won't show you like a live demo here because it's a bit difficult to set it up locally. Or I will just go through the web page of Git LFS. You can find it in the resources and I will explain you how it works. So if you want to work with Git LFS, first of all, you have to install it. For example, under a Linux system, it's pretty easy. Just sudo apt install git-lfs and it's there. Then you have to install it for the repository itself where you want to use it. This is like git space lfs space install. This is effective for one repository, so not for all of them, only for one. Okay, but first of all, what is to be stored with Git LFS? So, for example, if you would like to store high quality pictures, if you would like to store videos in your repository, if you would like to store audio files, if you would like to store demos, like or models, for example, for a neural network, or you would like to store maps or any other kind of big files, then Git LFS is something to be used. What I don't suggest you, so try to avoid storing the binaries of your project. It makes no sense. It's like duplication, but it has a huge size and it's not efficient at all to store it. If you have a stable build system, you can like reproduce the same binaries anytime. Okay, but back to Git submodule. So once it's there in your repository, you have to decide which kind of files, which extensions you would like to handle with Git LFS. And you can add like Git LFS track and then like this star.psd, for example, then it will handle all PSD files with Git LFS or the JPEG, .map, whatever you want to use. After that, don't forget to add this newly created file.git attributes to your project content. And of course, you can add multiple extensions in the same way. And once it's done, practically you have nothing else to do. You can use your Git repository as a normal repository. You can add your files with the dedicated extension, commit them, push them, and so on and so forth. What will be the difference? So Git LFS works in a lazy way. That means it won't download the big files until it doesn't become part of your active directory. So for example, if a new version of such a large file is part of one commit, but you don't check out that dedicated commit, it won't download it to your local computer, so that it makes the whole pull process or fetch process faster and also your repository smaller. In that case, it just like downloads a pointer to this file. It just tells that, yeah, here is a Git large file stored on this server on this address. So once later on you check out that commit, it will automatically download it at that moment when you check out that commit. And practically from this point you won't really realize, so you don't need to use different comments. You can use your Git repository as a normal Git repository, and Git LFS manages everything with the large files under the hood in the background. So that's it. Yeah, so in practice you have to set up Git LFS for your repository once. After that, everything works on its own. So that's what I wanted to show you. I hope you got the concept. Thanks for watching.